back to Reality Check. Of course, remember this is the show of the youth, for the youth, and by the youth. I am joined by amazing guest Kama Kawaida. We have Amu on my, this is my
left.
On my left.
On
my left. And on my right we have Odina and Sly. Yes, exactly. So we're actually talking about reality right now versus expectations in life. So yeah, we've got more stories za do na kusota. Now, I don't know where we go to. When you are growing up or just in life. Maybe slap also too.
Maybe I remember my first time to go buy pizza, to have pizza. It was after high school. My mother drove nikasema wanche niende treat leo. I never tasted pizza. Wacha nione pizza. Kuingia huko manze, I was expecting pizza with 500 hapo nini. Nasikia ati imeenda to 1200. Sema shaka. Wacha tu nimenunue chapo, niweke black pepper, esprico, turmeric esprico tu hapo, nikatikati tu hivi.
Homemade pizza.
Bas, homemade pizza nikisema ala. Form 4 tulianza hivi, tutamaliza tu hivi.
Tulianza na roho.
Yes. Remembering our roots manze, ala.
Yo, and then you didn't know that these things are expensive. Nikama like you see, that time it just reminded me of this TikTok that was zungukaing. I say, which restaurants do you know in Nairobi? And then the restaurants that I mentioned there, you're like, it's on
Ziko wapi?
Even Kenya.
Like, but you feel proud when they mention Gigani unajua.
Yeah, by the way.
Belarusa Kempinski.
But all the things that were mentioned there, I have never heard of them. You know.
But fortunately, I have been to some of them, so I'm just saying.
See, we are sorry. We are sorry.
Baba mkubwa.
Salute you.
Tadum.
But your pizza made me kidogo.
But pizza is just like a luxury, you know.
The luxury, son.
Like a luxury.
Because me remember what we used to do when okay, kujua pizza ilikuanga tulikuwa tunaifanya as a group, so feel your load.
Yeah.
Like unajua mnatoa so mbili
and then you go and eat
two
slices.
Two slices.
Slice in fact you go and taste.
Moja pizza leo,
At least moja, haikuwa ngati all that heavy.
And then you document the moment.
No, basically he had to make homemade pizza. And then you go.
Nailiweza by the way.
Chapati na turmeric na black pepper.
Alafu pineapple hapo nasema Hawaiian pizza ndio hiyo sasa.
But pia na like vile pia alikuwa anasema like that experience is also good because sometimes I think ni poa tu get to do manze enda mahali do something for yourself. You know, jifanyie kitu, jitreat. Jaribu pizza, ukiona kama si pizza unajaribu kitu kingine for yourself. I mean, ulisikia poa even if it wasn't pizza. I mean, ulisikia poa then
ulisikia fit. It's nice.
But reality check.
Reality checks in. But that is sana like on the financial side of things. But food is expensive huko nje wa. Food is expensive.
Yeah.
I think
mimi hata huumwa nikisikia chaponi ni 20 bob. Since when?
Broken ni how poor are you?
No. Shall we not embrace tradition? Chapo ifike 10 bob ishie to 10 bob. Sure. 20.
Sasa unataka kunyanyasa mwanabiashara. Who's these people?
Kwani ameiteka with what? Olive oil? No.
Tendo, naunga, and everything, you know. But anyway, that's the reality of life. That's the reality of life.
Yeah.
And
I think pia also in terms of reality check, I think kuna reality check hiyo kama mtu, especially when now uko na hiyo umepatiwa that ulikuwa unapata attention, then now upatia hiyo attention like especially when you're grown up, like umepita high school, Unajua your attention you completely like uko so used to kuja kwa ukiwa na shida unajua utapikia nani, you know, you have your uncles even like kama hivi vile nilikuwa high school nilipelekwa shule nyingine huko katikati ya miwa huko, but you know your uncle comes to visit, nani amekuja, kunako ka attention una feel una your mom wanajitolea visiting na travel anyway kukuja
wanakaa na
manini
siku hizi
maliza tu form 4 hivi
siku hizi
vyombo uko na mavyombo sijui nini, alafu and then your mom starts explaining to you stuff like hey, then unajua lazima sijui uende ukafanya nini, usikae tu kwa nyumba, you're like hey man,
alafu wanakuacha uko nje tu solo,
uko tu solo
baya
tu kuangalia
when you don't even contact them ati hauna do because that una feel like manze umeomba too much, so unang'ang'ana tu na so msee nakaa time 2 ati hauna do, you can't ask, so weeks go by. I love your parent hata ashughuli when she calls you asema na siku hizi umepata pesa
Exactly,
unaanza maringo sasa,
but your neck broke all this time,
attention hukupewa sasa.
You know the way like ukimaliza class 8 unapelekwa high school na mbogi nzima, mama auntie sijui nani
that is when you know sasa ile vitu aje ile nuclear family,
extended family.
Yeah,
that is the experience now.
Now for me when I was joining campus, mimi niliambiwa si unajua Nairobi na si unajua kwenye shule iko ndio hii fair, mizigo yako umepanga zidi ukizidi sana, and I'm like, so I come to school, I find people wameletwa na magari na wao kuja na PSV
peke yako
solo. I'm like, kwani mimi sipendi kama hao wengine?
But it's life, shaka.
Hiyo kitu kwanza, and also even in terms of siblings, because when I joke the siblings umerealize hizi umeacha wewe fanyanga tu vitu zako, no concentration imerudi kwa hiyo.
And then to make matters worse, they call you when now it's them to go to school.
Yeah.
Unasikia sasa wapi si utapeleka nani shule?
You're like miss kupelekwa
No,
shule. Is it why am I taking?
I already knew I upgraded to being a mother, you know, especially by like being a firstborn, you know.
That is not the problem.
And then you start. Now speaking about like upgrades and like mothers and stuff like that. Another thing. Okay, now this is out of like an experience. You see, when you are growing up and you see people like walking down the aisle and like they're all happy, you wanna get like marriage and what type of things, you know. And then you get to that point, you see like unaanza kubuild zile castles zako already, ushaona like naenda kuwa groom, naenda kuwa you know, like love is something like this and marriage.
Ni kama ile ya Paso.
Exactly, Alejandro and Maria. And then you get there. Like right now, for example, we go to like we go out. Someone's husband, whom they wedded in church, is the one who's coming to katia you.
Exactly.
You know.
I think you're like.
And the wife knows. The wife knows you. Na nakuja nakwambia, najua you have an affair with my husband. You know. And then they're like, but tafadhali, achana na nyumba yangu. You know. And there are some who go like, use protection. You know. And then you're like,
what happened?
What happened? It's not like joining in polymatch and stuff like that was. And then you just like, hey, kwa ground, bro.
It's really different.
People are just familiaring
What
out here.
Too?
Because have you sat down with like married women and married men and had the things they discuss? Yani the whole castle that you built when you were a kid is just like.
It's so different.
You know.
But I think it's also because of the times, maybe people no longer view marriage as a very sacred. You know, si kama kitambo, you know,
kitambo like formalities.
Mimi
niko married
to divorce for who? Not in Africa.
Hakuna divorce.
But these days sasa millennials sasa
But then we have a contract right now.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
want to be married, and then all of a sudden we're like, we don't want to renew this contract.
Yeah. Ile tu nijulikane like I'm married.
I'm married. Kuna watu wengine
And then you
like
see, some of the things that actually make us run into marriage is because of probably positions at our workplaces. Yes.
Oh yeah,
It actually contributes.
yeah.
If you become a Mrs. Someone, there is that respect, and you get to be the MD one day, you get to be the CEO, you know, utakuwa mahali hapo. But when they see you as Miss, they'll be like,
no, I saw the same thing. I have friends who are vying like for political seats, you know, and one of them put on his status that we cannot vote for someone who does not have a wife, you know, because if you cannot handle your home, how can we entrust you to handle our
the whole
like
society.
but that
you know, even that one actually goes into even religious places. There is no way you can have a single pastor.
Oh, atanyemelea.
No, there is no way. Basically,
No,
Actually, there you're married to Jesus.
Hivyo pastors wamechizi.
Yeah.
Kwa ule mwingine anasema ati women should not wear
yes.
Hapo chini
Yes. There's so many things that have been going on on the net. Yeah, so like for like a church that I go to, this guy was a youth pastor. I'll put it in quotes because he didn't really have the mandate, like, but angeulizwa swali kuhusu the youth, he would answer, you know.
So
But
like
now,
Chelsea could
we
check, yeah.
literally waited for him to get married so that he can be ordained as a pastor.
Oh.
You see?
Wow.
So like, it has.
That's a thing.
It's
like,
a thing.
Okay, so let's say it's a formality, yes. But then again, unajua like there's that like perfect picture.
Yeah.
But reality kwa ground ni different, you know. Because this particular person mwenye anaambiwa kama go into marriage, utapatana, it's the same person mwenye ananyemelea the flock. You know.
Exactly.
And those are, you know, that perfect picture that you had of your pastor, of a man of God, you know, respectful. Bro, hadi like if a man of God akipenduka angalie yako, you're like
crucified for eternity.
But this man of God has got meat.
Atujakata. But you see, like the same way. No, the same way you are growing up, you like pictured your parents as a god, you know.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. Like you see to like
Oh
the
yeah,
men of the cloth, you know.
unamwona kama
You have been chosen by God. Don't look.
you don't even think.
Don't even think about
Don't comment.
it. You know?
Like such things,
But
processing.
But now I feel like most ladies right now, especially if we're going for political seats, religious seats and what have you, I feel like most ladies want that power. Ile ya kuita Mrs. Pastor or Mrs. MCA, you know. That's what we're looking for right now. We're looking for fame instead of actually being in marriage.
And that just got me somewhere else. Of course, to the Monday Zappa, you guys will give us like your opinion on that. You know, when like we were also like growing up, we had like this particular structure in our head that now family setting, you know, you have to get married and a certain level, you know. But now with the ladies right now, I feel like the pride does not come in being called Mrs. Someone. Rather, women are going on this direction of, I want to be single but powerful, you know, but just have a man on the sidelines for my personal needs, you know, and which is something that is being embraced right now. Like that is the reality, you know, rather than when you were growing up, I'm sure you were, by this and this age, lazima ukomeolewa, ukwe na watoi, you know. But right now, I am like, no, me, I just want to be that independent, beyond,
But
I just want a baby.
Yeah.
You see now that's the thing with the current situation that probably I'm in, is at this point I already have a son, and then okay, before I attained the age of 18, when I'm like, you need to be married by the age of this one, and I'm like, okay, sasa nimefikisha and I'm not married, and then all of a sudden now my mom is like, even though we don't need more grandchildren, we have a tutosha. And I'm like, how did that just switch
Switch
all of a
Switch,
sudden? You know?
exactly.
How did it just switch? And then my mom was like, well, I'm in stress.
But
like,
You're the one who's telling me like I need to get married.
you
and
know,
all. And now you're like,
but I
it's like
just
you just
yeah.
teach when your things ready and you'll be good. Okay, I'll do that.
I had to ask men Pierre, there is a way that tumejichomea huko nje, so there is a fact that huku we can never be trusted. No. Alafu ubaya ni now when one man messes up, the whole gender
men.
No,
the whole
I'm
will be
saying that.
crucified.
There's a Swahili saying that says samaki moja akioza. I don't know the rest, but I feel like samaki moja akioza wengine wanaoza.
Samaki uko Lake Victoria na sisi tuko
Sisi tuko Nyali.
Sasa hiyo imeingia na
Sisi tuko coast.
Huko ni inaitwa what lake inaitwa si tuko ina salty
water na ingine
water na uko ni fresh water. But I totally agree with you. I think the thing that is happening right now, a lot of men wanakuwa crucified for other men's mistakes. That is one.
And there are a lot of good men.
Yeah, there are a lot of good men. I mean, we are good men. I mean, but there are a lot of good men out there.
You know that thing, eh? No, I don't want to object. I don't want to object. But I don't.
But shaky. I think the other thing also that we have to, consider. I think our generation lost the concept of relationships.
Exactly.
So right now people are just in situationships and entanglements and whatever else you wanna call it. Whatever else you wanna call it.
True.
So nobody else thinks or appreciates that ukiwa kama kitambo. And I think hata like even our folks waliona tu kitu wakasema tu it may come to this, so if you wanna have a kid, have a kid. If you have a man, have a man. If you wanna have a woman, have a woman.
Exactly.
That is where
if you wanna have a man, that's your problem.
But you
now.
see the
But
thing, you see the problem that is actually affecting our generation right now is I'll have a child with you, right? And then
yes.
I will expect you.
You'll have a child with me.
second born in family.
And then I'll expect you to
Yeah.
take care of the child, of course. And of course, you cannot take care of the child if you're not taking care of the mother of the child.
True.
Because at the end of it all, it's not like the house that you're paying will just accommodate the child.
That's where we are.
Yeah?
Or
You see?
food itakuja tu juu sasa
Sasa,
umelipa rent, food itakuja tu.
Exactly. So you see,
Yeah.
the problem is you would get into another relationship. I'll get into another relationship, and then there'll be that entanglement, tutaenda all over
It's
around,
like a cycle.
again and again.
Which is even wiser. Easy ma entanglements na nini?
Which is wiser.
Easy ma entanglements na nini? Young people can never commit. So what does this?
No, I feel like that is a stereotype.
That's a fallacy.
That's just
Yeah.
but
Young
a
people.
stereotype.
Yeah,
No.
you
It is
Yeah,
an audition.
Let me tell
It's an
you.
audition.
To disagree.
It is an audition to commit respectfully. Meaning,
No.
this is what I would say. Young people, watch explore all sorts of men, all sorts of women, so that when they are of age, they are wiser.
No. There's
What
nothing
is
like big
wiser?
age, bro. It's
What
like
do you mean?
no. It's
Yeah,
like
I'm
asking
actually
you.
disagreeing with
You
you.
know, no.
No.
To the youngins out there, explore other aspects of life. There doesn't have to be actually a man and a woman.
Exactly.
So you know, like it's why, because I can tell you for a fact, when I was growing up personally, yeah, my view on men was that all men are trash. You know, before even the statement came to life. You know, why? Because the setting that I grew up in, plus seeing other people, you know, women cry because my husband this, my man this, you know.
And
And then
also,
also,
that thing,
yeah, and then also having access to the news to see what men are doing to women, you know, to young girls, you know, because it reached a point I was like, bro, I'm not even watching news anymore, you know, because you open the news, 40-year-old man did what to slaughtered, what man. So you see, like growing up,
you have already
that's the picture that this is how men are, you know. I grew up fearing men. I grew up knowing that men are bad people, you know. But it reached a point, like as if, kama saizi, I'm like, there's this man who killed and there's this man who saved. someone who was killed in that house, who was like in that house where the incident was happening, you know. There's a man who donates pads to ladies, you know. There's a man who doesn't beat the wife, you know. So I'm like, instead of that thing of like growing up right now, seeing what is happening in society, like venye watu wana complain men are trash, to be so it really depends. Story na commitment is just like asking you what is the right age, what do you think is the right age to get married? When you're ready.
When you're ready,
you know.
But you see, the thing is, that applies a lot for the men. When they're ready, 50 years is fine by them.
Exactly.
But you see, for us, it becomes a problem.
No.
And especially,
What is the problem?
And especially if you do not have a child.
Exactly.
By a certain age.
But you see, this are
my mama told me. My mom told me by 26. By 26 you should be having your firstborn. Right now I'm 24. By 26 you should be having your firstborn. By the time you're 30, go shafunga your chapter. And I'm like, Mom, what if I don't want to have kids? You know.
Not here. Not in
not
this household.
Not in African society.
Not in this
Not
household.
in African society.
No,
because you see, by the way, let me just tell you something. Everything actually gets the woman, right?
Yeah,
all natural laws affect the woman, right?
True.
Why are you see natural? Okay.
Okay, they affect the woman like big time.
Let me tell you something.
No,
we need to be winding up.
Let me continue.
We need to be winding up.
Yeah, we need to. But let me just finish this. If I get married to you right now and I stay 2 years without getting a child, mamako atasema nini?
Huyo
Msichana
mwanamke
mwenye
azai.
ana mtoto. You know? And one funny thing is, if I'm earning more than you, let me repeat.
You guys are just planning your wedding.
Mimi mangu hata atasema msichana no. Sasa tuwaza atasema kwani hata wewe
Hauna perform.
What are you shooting? Have I taught you nothing?
Umeolewa.
So hata sisi we get crucified.
No, but
it's
you
not
see,
only
majority of
women,
people, before they crucify you, they would have already crucified us to a point where like, I'm so tired of this marriage. You know?
True that.
Yeah.
But
Okay, anyway, Jutempe na Tupa Kisogo, so winding up, yeah, so you have your last chance to say what you want to say.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me start. I think the society has grown over time. Things have changed. A lot is very different, but I'm saying the more things change, the more they remain the same. So I think
The more the merrier, anyway.
the more things change, the more they remain the same. So I think it's only the difference is us and how we look at the society and how we look at things. And we need to change our mindset as well as a society, and especially as the youth, because we're the generation of the future, and we need to be looking forward to what's coming in the future. And more importantly, we need to observe a lot, because a lot is going on. It doesn't necessarily need for us to change it, but we need to be very observant and cautious about what is happening in the society for us to even develop and grow. So I think that's what many youth are not doing. Unataka tu kuchange, but hata we mwenye ujui nini unataka kuchange. You know, so I think we need to have a shift in how we all think, how we all do our things. But again, like I said, the more things change, the more they remain the same. So Kara, umepata wisdom.
I'm telling you.
What I just say.
Because naona tu go to A.
Guru Nana Papa.
I'm starting to think, what change did I make that
By the way,
still the same?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking that is a tough act to follow, but what I do my best.
Yeah.
I would say this. There's always this saying which is very cliche, but one of the wisest ever. Life is what you make it. Life is what you make it to kuja. And
ni sahi.
Ni sahi. Na say ati once you think your life in a five way it will be, you also have to work hard for it. And whichever expectations you have for the future, come with a mindset that you are going to toil and you will sweat blood, but it will be in your favor. So life is what you make it.
Mimi nakwambia
Yaani kumekuwa tu
wisdom
wisdom.
inaenda hivi.
Like I feel.
Mimi sana ndo niko na pressure.
Madam Wisdom.
Mimi sana ndo niko na pressure.
Kick it. Stop embarrassing us.
Well, basically what I can say is where there's determination, there is purpose. Yeah. So like if you have determination,
I'm tired of thinking.
if you have determination, you will actually make it in life, right? Because I personally believe you need to use the opportunities you get in life. So if you feel imefika hiyo time yako but hustle for it, get it. Kwani iko nini?
Wait, hustle for it.
Kwani ni kesho.
Kwani ni kesho? There are people who are shooting blanks right here and I'm not pointing fingers.
Here.
We are done. We are done. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us to end.
Anyway.
Yeah, so basically I'm not trying to be mean by the way right now. I'm just saying like unajua kuna ile age unafika pia unapatiwa pressure from your families and what have you. You need to be this, you need to be that, you need to be this, and trust the process for once in your lifetime. Just trust the process. If you find a shortcut, please do not use it because it's a long cut at the end of it all.
Okay. So now I'm not gonna top all this wisdom because I don't have that much wisdom in me. So there are two things that are permanent in this life and guaranteed. One of them is change and one of them is death. Change is inevitable. Nikitu ina happen. So ukunje, my advice to you guys would be as open-minded as possible and be ready to embrace change as it comes. You know, you don't have to like conform to it, but you can embrace it. You know. The same way they say when you go to the what? When you go to the Pakistanis, you behave like the Pakistanis, you know. But that doesn't mean that.
If only there was a backstory to that saying.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that you do everything that they do, you know. But conform to their ways kiasi until things get to where they get to, you know. Exactly. So that is it from us on Reality Check today. Thank you so much, you guys, for pulling up.
Yeah,
We do what we're going. We do what we're blowing.
Exactly. So also remember, don't be mean. Subscribe, share, like, comment, all the way. So from us to you, adios. Love ya.